we should all be in an agreement that the right wing position is finished. And you know what, I don't like to over criticize Real Madrid, but when Xabi Alonso put out the starting 11, now this looks like a good or somewhat decent starting 11, but he put Brahim at right wing. And honestly, whenever I see Brahim Diaz on that right wing position starting, I roll my eyes. Like I don't understand why they continue to play him at right wing and even start him. And he's not even a bad player. It's just he's super inconsistent. And I find that the most times when he plays the worst is when he starts. When he comes up from the bench, he actually makes an impact. So I think when it comes to right wing, Brahim is not the guy. He's not the guy. I think he's a 10 or a central attacking midfielder or someone who can play as a second striker. But he's not a right wing in my opinion, and he never plays good at right wing. Maybe one performance. There was actually one performance, and he was not even a right wing in this game. It was against Leipzig, in which we all know how good he played in that match. But I think that was his best performance, where we actually saw him come from the right side and score a goal. But that is not the current Brahim Diaz. The current Brahim Diaz is not that good. So now we're done with Brahim Diaz. Let's talk about Franco Mastantuono, because he has gotten the most starts at the right wing this season. Deservingly, I don't know. I will say there was about maybe 5 matches where he played good, or it could be less than that. But I will say 5 matches where he played good. But even when he played good, he never truly played as a good right winger. Someone who can beat defenders and actually progress on the right wing position. No, with Franco, the way he progresses from right wing is he cuts inside. I've never seen this guy actually take a defender on, beat him, and move on from the right wing position. He goes from right wing and he cuts inside. That's all that he does. He always does it. Or he does a back pass. His best position from what I can tell is central attacking midfield. Because why does he always get the ball from the right wing position and then cut inside into the attacking midfield? And I get it. I even make the excuse for him. I say he's 18 and all the stuff. And yes, he's a young player. But do we honestly think he is gonna change that as he progresses as a footballer? Have we actually ever seen a player progress in that type of way, where they build an entire new skill, where they decide to beat defenders? Because I don't know if I've ever seen it. It's usually a thing that you see when they're young already, and then as they get older, they start to lose it. But I don't think I've ever seen a player gain that strength of beating defenders. And I am rooting for Mastantuono. He is one of my favorite young talents in football at the moment, but he's not the answer to the right wing position. And you know, people are now saying that it's because he has this new injury. That's what I'm gonna say. I don't truly know what this injury is. People are blaming that for his poor performances, but I honestly don't know. Even at River Plate, he didn't really take the players on. So I don't really know what to say about Mastantuono in the right wing position. I don't think he's the answer. That's what I think. I don't think he's the answer. I think he can be nice competition for Arda Güler and Bellingham in the central attacking midfield. So before you guys go on to say Rodrygo, I'm just gonna scratch him out of this list. I don't think he's gonna play right wing. He stated many times already he does not want to play there. He wants to play left wing, and he wants to compete with Verney for the left wing position. Now if it was up to me, I would want him to play right wing because he is currently the best option you can possibly put there. But if the guy doesn't want to play there, then he doesn't want to play there, and therefore we're gonna scratch him out. Now there are 2 options that I think Madrid can really try. They really can try this. And it's not Valverde, it's for sure not Camavinga, and it's for sure not Bellingham. Who I'm gonna say is the first player, Endrick. Now I've said this in previous videos. I think Endrick can play right wing. He's played there for Palmeiras and he's played good there. He can beat defenders. He has pace. He has skill. He has a goal scoring threat. The most perfect definition of a player who can play that position. And we even saw against Valencia, he played about, I don't even know how much minutes he played, but we saw he played right wing and he did some decent stuff. We saw some potential. However, ever since that match, Endrick has not played, and therefore we haven't really gotten to see him truly perform in the right wing position. Give him Mastantuono type of minutes. Give him that type of minutes. I don't want to see Brahim there. Don't want to see Mastantuono there. Give Endrick that opportunity. And I mean, he's Brazilian. Like, why don't you? Brazilians fit so well on the wings. Okay, not all of them, but you get what I'm trying to say. Maybe it's a stereotype. But we're seeing Estevao absolutely cook in the right wing position for Chelsea. Listen, Endrick, I think, can fit perfectly in the right wing position. Now there is the second option, and this is kind of the only option that we have left. It's not even signing a new player. It is using Gonzalo Garcia. Gonzalo Garcia, who unfortunately has not gotten that many minutes this season. He's gotten one start this season, and that's it. And yes, he didn't perform in that match. But if we're being totally honest, Gonzalo, when he played in Castilla and for the Spain under-20s, he played in the right wing position and he played good. Now of course, that's lower rank football. That is not the top class, high level football. It's not that. But I mean, he can play that position. Is he left footed? No, he's not left footed, he's right footed. And I would actually prefer him more in the striker position. That's my honest opinion. Striker is his position. He's a natural goal scorer. He's tall. He can head goals in. His last performance that I saw was against Kairat, and he assisted. He assisted a goal for Brahim, and I don't understand why he doesn't get that much minutes. And Gonzalo's just a natural talent. A very good player. He can defend. He can attack. He has decent pace. He can, in my opinion, beat defenders. We saw how good he was in the Club World Cup. And he performed against Juventus, Dortmund, Salzburg, Pachuca, and against Al Hilal. And that's my opinion on the right wing. The only way to fix it is either Endrick, who I think is the better option, or Gonzalo Garcia. But now with that all being said, let's talk about the actual match, which was just a dreadful match. Let us talk about Vinny Jr. Now Vinny Jr., even though this was not a good performance by him, he was the best player in this match. The only one who was actually putting in some effort to get attacks going. Yes, he lost the ball a trillion times. But Vinny, this was a decent performance. He did beat a few defenders in this game, but he still lacks that final decision, that final pass, final shot, or whatever it is. He just lacks in this current moment. The next player we're going to talk about, Kylian Mbappe. Mbappe in this match, lifeless. Like, I'm a Kylian Mbappe fan, but this was definitely not one of his best performances. Coming off that Liverpool match to this match, he's playing like how he played last season. But let's see how he plays during international break and after international break. Kamavinga, Bellingham, Arda, I thought they weren't that good in this match. Barely any creativity. And it seems like whenever Madrid go up against a team that plays good defensively, they struggle. And it goes back to the argument that we made after the Liverpool match. The team does not have a tall striker, and if you have so many good passes, Trent, Arda, all these players, if they can't break lines, if they can't make any good plays in the midfield, then the last resort is kind of throwing balls into the box and hoping someone gets to the ball. Then we move on to the defense. The defense was solid. That's one thing I can always say about Madrid. The defense is extremely solid. One player in particular that has become one of my favorite players in Real Madrid, Raul Asensio. What a gem. We talk about Castilla players like Gonzalo Garcia. Asensio is so underrated. Like, people don't even speak about him. And I mean, last season he played so good. Played in big matches. I'll say he's even performing better than Hausen. But I mean, that's my thoughts. Tell me your thoughts there in the comment section. I will be reading, will be responding. But if you enjoyed, smash like, subscribe, turn on notifications. Peace out.